is creating benchmark performance expectations and ways to measure performance. Because at the end of the day, you can hear all that you want to, but if you don't know how to do it, you're not going to go very far. You can sound like the greatest thing ever, but you got to have some ideas, some guidelines of how to really make it happen. Because I know at this point in your life, you know that things don't happen unless people make them happen. They don't just suddenly, spontaneously, and without warning, materialize in success. All right. First thing you've got to get an understanding on is the new member continuum. You have to really know this, you have to really embrace it, and you really have to understand how much of an impact each one of your departments plays in the role that the new member takes. Is it success? Is it failure? What is it? We create that scenario, not them. We like to think it's not us, but it really is us. Okay, so the new member continuum works like this. Marketing outcomes and expectations are created. Do you ever run marketing promotions? Yes. Somebody creates them, right? There's some level of outcome that they're looking forward to. There's expectations created. The promotion theme is generally created. The marketing, advertising, and promotion is implemented. The leads are generated. The members are created. Program and other offerings should be engaged. And the member drops out at some point in time. Who determines that? Almost always us. It's how we launched that member. The launch is what matters. You have to have the sale first, so the sale matters, but the launch is what is most important. The new members coming to us to create the change that they want to create that they probably have never successfully created before. You should know from what I said this morning that I'm speaking exclusively about non-regular exercisers, because you really don't control regular exercisers, how long they stay and how long they don't stay, unless you just irritate them. Because then you will control them. You'll irritate them, they'll leave. Or until the next great thing comes along. And you can't control that either unless you have unlimited resources that you can rush right out and get whatever the new thing is and add it in. You should never be held captive to that. You should always look to the people who really need the help the most, because they are your answer and you are their answer. So we did all this. The person comes in, they join the club. What does the launch look like? When a new member joins your club, what do they get?
Tour.
Or
A tour of the facility.
No, once they join, they already got all that. They just signed on the dotted line.
Audience assessment.
So they get the, we'll call it an FCA fitness consult, right? What's the other thing?
Or an assessment, or an audit.
Okay. What else?
Over 100 classes for Over 100 classes for
Okay, those are available to them, so you're making a good point. But what are the things we direct them to?
Or
We,
orientation after that. The fitness consult and orientation. Blood work at the hospital.
blood work? What else?
The opportunity to purchase through package training. The opportunity to purchase through package personal training at a very discounted price for the day one.
So they get a discounted opportunity for personal training. How many sessions?
Three.
Three. What else?
Three.
Three guest passes? 3 guest passes for 1 day each?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You guys have some appointment cards in your office?
Okay, just imagine there's a space in there there's not between guests and passes. What was the other thing I heard somebody say?
They have opportunity to give out appointment cards to actually invite them into a class versus just saying, yeah, in the classes it's whatever.
Okay, so, but that isn't something we do by design, that's just something we could do?
Yeah, well, that's what you.
Okay, so the appointment. Cards, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so appointment parts. So here it is. Here's the package. Someone's coming in, they want to change their life. They've been in a failure cycle for who knows how long, how many times they've tried things, how many times they've failed, how much they've spent on previous efforts. Now they're spending more. They're putting their faith in us. We're putting our faith in them. What percentage of the people do you think this works for? We already know it's only small. What should it work for? A much higher percentage. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, a much higher percentage. So how do we do that? How do we make sure? This is the choir. The choir has to sing to the rest of the team. So you've got to really feel it here before you can pass it on to the others. And if you get it here, they'll get it there. But what you see right now is that what you have doesn't work as well as it could, but you're still successful. But you're not as successful as you could be, would you agree?
Yes.
So in 2012, when we're creating a desire, a passion, a goal to create our best year ever, that's a wonderful goal, and you're off to a great start. You can guarantee it by thinking this through more clearly, talking about all the things we're going to talk about this afternoon, and making sure that a much higher percentage of these people engage what we want them to engage in. Do you have a group exercise orientation? Free group orientation for every new member. Do you have something like that? Do you think that would be a good thing? A free group X orientation? Because then they may bring their friends to that. Here's another thing you could think about. One of the things that I found to be very successful, especially in medical fitness models, is whenever I engage a new member orientation once a month. Because with the new member orientation, what happens is, if you do it the right way, you'll get a good turnout. They can bring their friends, and here's how I structure it. You don't have to do it. I'm just giving you some ideas. But when I do that, I offer it 1 day a month. Let's say it's the third Thursday of the month. I offer one at noon, which gets the people that are available during the day in there, and I offer it at 6 p.m. at night. What I do, there's a structured program for 1 hour. We provide snacks. We make it fun for them. We have some fun things to do there. And they bring their friends, and they have a good time. They get to meet other new members. But when they join, if we just say we have a new member orientation, it's once a month. It's on the third Thursday. It's at 12 and 7. If you want to come, they're not going to come. So what happens with any program is that as you begin to understand the importance of the structure of the way we communicate with those people, I just ate a sandwich, hope stuff didn't come flying out, like I did. Sorry if I did. So hey, if you ever go to Tony Robbins' presentation, don't sit in the first 3 rows. Okay. So anyway, you want to have a system that gets them there. So for example, if someone joins today, I say we have a new member workshop the third Thursday of every month. Probably the most important thing you're going to do here as a member. Because what happens there is each one of our department heads will come and talk to you about all the things that are going on. And you can bring a friend, it's very comfortable, you get to meet other new members. And so one's at noon and one's at 6, which would be better for you. You see how it's not open-ended? I'm going for a specific time, and sometimes they'll balk. They'll say, well, I'm not sure. And I don't let it go. I said, well, no problem. Generally speaking, which would be more convenient for you? Would it be the noon session or the 6 p.m.? Well, probably the 6 p.m. Well, okay, good. I'm going to put you down for the 6 p.m. and we'll call you to confirm. Now you start getting people to show up for those meetings. How positive can that meeting be? Very positive. You see this right here? What if they haven't done that yet? And the third Thursday rolls around, your department head's going to be speaking to them about that. There's a real good chance to reconnect on that. What about this?
Closer from love, I didn't need the pain. Once or twice was enough, and it was all in vain. Time starts to pass before you know it, you're frozen.